How was practice after playing last night?
All our practices are the same. No, we don't do, we have a plan every day. Today was our 66th practice. We always meet as a staff. Of course, last night we had a 3.5-hour bus ride, so we got up front and watched the film. I always take notes and pay attention to the mistakes we're making. If we have an area where we have slippage, we make sure we come in and correct it the next day. But we play Saturday, so today's practice is no different than any other practice.
What about USF preparing for Saturday? What do they do?
They're playing about as good as anybody. They're 2-3, but they could be 5-0. They beat Connecticut. They lost the buzzer at Tulsa. They lost in overtime at Temple. So that's four wins right there. And then they lost a tough one at Cincinnati. They're 2-3, and every game they've played has been close. So it's going to be a tough game. The strengths of their team is they've got an outstanding guard duo in Rideau and Collins. They're both about 2'10", 215, big, strong guards. Then up front, they're 7 foot and 6'9". And the 6'9" kid is leading our league in rebounding. He's averaging about 13 and 10.5. So, they're huge, they're athletic, they're well coached, they have a good plan, and they're really tough to beat at home. They haven't lost at home.
Last night in the press conference, you talked about you had to check your phone yet to see how many congrats you received. Did you check it yet?
Yeah, I checked it. How many? I don't know. Probably.
Did it overwhelm you?
Yeah. Especially, I had players from every school I've coached at. I had kids from, I say kids, they're grown men now. I was 24, 25 when I was there, so the seniors were about my age. Montana Tech, Washington State, Oklahoma, Indiana, NBA had a nice video message from Eric. Just overwhelming. Coaching buddies, it's just the only bad thing about text is you feel compelled to return them. So it's going to take me a few days because there's so many. But I really appreciate everybody reaching out. It's nice.
So 18 games into this season now, still just one loss. What does that say about what you guys have accomplished so far this season and what's left to come?
Nothing. It says nothing. I mean, really, we could have lost the Rio Grande Valley and be, 17-2? Wouldn't change my opinion of this team. I would hope it wouldn't change anybody's. Minnesota's really good. They lost by 27 at Illinois. We played well enough to win last night. Didn't play great, but played well enough to win. We could easily lose Saturday. It's not going to change my opinion of this team. I don't overreact to things. I don't get up here and I don't get down here. We have how many games we played? 5 conference games, so we have 13 left to play. And I just approach every game as opportunity to get better. And some games we're going to play better than others. That's why you lose 7, 8, 9, 10 games a year. Sometimes the other team plays better than you. It's about how simple this game is. Sometimes it comes down to making and missing. You get wide open shots and you miss them, and they get wide open shots and they make them. Good chance they're going to win. Simple as that.
How much has the team progressed from October to now, in your opinion?
Progressed? Well, obviously a lot. If we had to play a game on October 1st, nobody's any good in October. We were terrible in October. We weren't very good early November either. But we're a lot better in November than we were October. And we're a lot better in December than we were in November. And we're a lot better this month than we were last month. And I would think we'd be better next month. We want to be playing our best basketball at the end of the year like we were last year. Everything builds up, It's like trying to describe us in November. Not very good, That's why you saw some of those games. We could have lost those games. But the way you have great years, you win your close games. You know, we were great against Oregon for about 30 minutes, not very good for 10, and they came back on us. Could have lost that game. LSU, we're down 15, could have lost that game. Utah State, we're down 10. So, you know, we found ways to win, and that's a good attribute to have.
You've spoken before, Coach, about how you'd rather have players that hate to lose rather than want to win. Do you think that describes everybody on this team right now, or do you think there are still some guys that are learning that?
Yeah, no, not every team has those kind of kids. That's why you see some teams underachieve. You know, everybody wants to win until they realize what it takes to win. You know, it's like wanting to win versus preparing to win. But that's why, you know, we got back last night about 3 o'clock. We came in today and practiced. No days off. You know, there's rest. We rest in April. You know, we got a game Saturday. It's an opportunity to get better today. You know, you push yourself. You know, I remember one year in the NBA, I think it was the lockout, we played 18 games in 31 days. Think about it. 18 games in 31 days. We have 18 conference games spread from December 31st, whatever, the 30th, whatever, until 1st of March. NBA played 18 in 1 month. You know, you may have 5 in 7 days. So we played last night. You know, the Brooklyn Nets played last night against the Rockets, right? You should have seen them in here practicing today. I mean, the Nets had an unbelievable practice. They were in here getting after it. But that's what culture programs do. You know, they don't look for reasons or ways to take it easy. You know, you push yourself, push each other. You know, we weren't very good last night on the offensive boards. We worked on offensive rebounding today. There's 2 or 3 areas that we got to continue to get better in. You know, the biggest enemy of great is good. You start thinking you're good, and that's it. Well, that's all you want to be is good. Don't you want to be great? Don't you want to be better? And that's what we challenge our kids with every day.
Are you impressed with attendance so far in Fertitta Center? I remember at the grand opening you said you hear about that game. You wanted to see what would be like.
Yeah. Well, our attendance started being great last year at Texas Southern. You know, we sold out at Wichita State crowd over there, Cincinnati crowd, last game against Connecticut. I mean, our crowd attendance last year at Texas Southern was tremendous. And we didn't lose a game over there. You know, a lot of people think we just now started winning because we moved into this building. You know, I think we're getting a different crowd now. And the people that came to see the building now realize that it's pretty good entertainment coming to see us play. The people I've been most impressed with, those are students. You know, those students' tickets are becoming a commodity. Whereas before, you know, we had to give out free food to get people to come to the games. But that was a long. I did that at Oklahoma too. People always look at you know, like people that are showing up right now and they see our program, they don't realize what it was like 5 years ago. They judge us on now. I remember what it was like. I remember it was like those first 2 years at Oklahoma, those first 2 years at Washington State, those first 2 years, or that first year at Montana Tech. Everything had to be built. So I appreciate the people coming to the games now, but they're in a beautiful new building. The students are doing a great job of creating a great environment.